I hate how like Specimen 2, I think, is like
Yeah.
based off from Adventure Time.
Really? Hey, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Specimen 2 is based off a creature from Adventure Time.
Huh.
Fair enough.
It's
No.
called an Ubglub. You've never
does it
seen it
do?
before?
Don't think so. I don't remember.
But I've gone on deep dives
Okay,
over
Zach,
this game. I
My
should
cat
remember all the
is
specimens.
doing stuff. ¿Qué pasa, Preta?
I'll put in VC chat box.
Alright.
See? Lubglubs.
I'll look at it in a sec.
When you're not being
Huh.
chased down.
What do you know? Somehow they're actually creeper in the show.
I mean, the show is pretty dark.
And yeah, to be fair, despite its animation and everything, it's actually pretty fucking dark.
Glub. Where's the
Dave?
word?
Lubglubs.
Huh. I mean, like, in the earlier show, I'm not sure if anybody remembers. Do you remember that? I'm not sure what was the plot point of this part. It was something about either. What was it? What was it about? In this specific event in this show, in this episode, there were two ladies who were trying to entice Jake and Finn to eat an apple. Do you guys remember that one?
I think so.
No. Not me, at least.
Because in that part, when Finn made one of them to bite the apple, they turned into an apple. And the other lady went and she hissed and she went and started tearing the apple. But the apple had like flesh and ribs as she was tearing it apart.
Ah, lovely.
That was, yeah, I still remember that one.
I see why.
Remember? It sounds like you were traumatized.
Well,
I mean, it was pretty dark. Like,
I like
to me,
cartoons when
like-
they suddenly throw a sudden dark curveball.
just immediately traumatized a majority child.
I mean, like in one of those one of those early episodes, I thought they killed off a lady tree trunk when she ate the what was it, the ruby apple or the apple gem?
Yeah.
Yeah, after she took a bite out of it, she exploded.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh, bless her soul, though. The voice actor did pass away, though.
Eh.
But yeah, Adventure Time did have some dark moments.
Very. It's very cloying. It, like, pulls you in, but it's cute, you know, aesthetic and art style, but then you kind of go into the deep. And you're like, that's not very kosher.
Cartoon Network has a tendency of doing it, doesn't it?
I was gonna also say that one of the more disturbing deaths I've seen in media is getting turned into food.
I feel like I've done that several times.
Like, I never really watched Dragon Ball Z, and I only happened to watch like small snippets when I was a kid.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Earlier on, there
Majin
was
Buu. turning
Yeah.
people into candy.
yeah.
Where
that,
you-
that's
where-
a terrifying prospect.
Scary boot. Yeah, when he turns people into like desserts and stuff and starts gobbling up down. That one to me is still scary to this day.
Boot.
Well,
Yeah, that has definitely got to be one of the more, like, that's it. You're just not. You're just not. You're not. Therefore, Therefore, you isn't.
I mean, in the earlier Kirby games, that's sort of what happens when Kirby turns into Cook Kirby and he cooks enemies into delicious dishes. That's what he did.
Yay for cannibalism!
That was like Kirby's Final Smash and Brawl.
It was just that, like, in the earlier games when he does it, they actually turn into food. But now they kind of they kind of just fly out of the pot, die, and then food just starts spilling out of the pot.
Okay. So they're not even a vital ingredient. They're just like the equivalent of a.
They just got boiled alive.
You get
But-
boiled in broth.
And then, like, instead
Oh,
in the
wait.
earlier games, they just turn into, like, sushi or something.
Welcome back,
This
Swift.
is Spelunky. This looks exactly like
Back.
Spelunky.
Yes, this is.
This is
Very much
first person Spelunky.
First person Spelunky without the spelunking.
No, there's plenty of spelunking, you see?
Can someone that is a mod, of course, change the name of the game?
I changed it myself.
Oh. You changed it yourself.
It still says playing Spelunky.
What?
It does.
That's the spook on my end.
Oh, I forgot to change
Wait, no,
that!
never mind.
Fuck.
There were so many cartoons where they kind of go over the top with like certain scenes.
Yeah.
I remember one specifically for like SpongeBob, where like someone,
Okay.
I think it was Patrick, that dropped like a
Oh my
sofa
God.
on Squidward's foot.
Yes,
Oh, I
those
remember
ears.
that one.
You have collectively made every single individual within a 3-mile radius cringe.
Yeah, that one's painful, but there's one, and I'm surprised there's no clips of it on YouTube. Does anybody here watch The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Of
I've
course.
seen a
heard
fair
of it, yeah.
amount of episodes, yes.
Do you remember that one specific episode that explores Billy's fear of clowns?
Yeah.
Well, remember the scene where Billy kills Erwin off screen? You know, you can hear the gory, like,
What?
visceral sound effects that they use for Billy, like, eviscerating Erwin.
Yes.
I still remember.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact sound effects, but it was gruesome. For the kind of things that happens in the entire show, in the entire series, that's just the most gruesome, and it's not even shown.